just what have you seen from Bryce this spring in terms of taking command of the offense, taking command of the team, and mastering the playbook?
Yeah, he's done great. He knows the playbook really, really well. I told him one of the things that he has to work on is, having presence on the field, being the man, so to speak, taking charge, being in command. And I think that he's done better and better at that. I think he realizes what he needs to do to try to help the players around him to play better. And I think he's done it very well.
Nick Saban, once again, pleased with the play of his quarterback, Bryce Young. Before we get going, talking about the scrimmage, what we learned, definitely hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe. We appreciate you more than you know. Alabama held its 12th practice of the season. This practice was at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It was Alabama's second scrimmage. Remember, next Saturday will be at Bryant-Denny Stadium, A-Day, 50% capacity. More information back on BamaInsider.com. A couple different nuggets from the scrimmage. Now, first of all, we can tell you that Bryce Young had a great showing today. Threw 3 touchdown passes. He had an 18-yard touchdown pass to Cameron Latou. He had a 30-yard touchdown pass to Jaleel Billingsley and a 30-yard pass to Devon Baker. Now, from what we gathered, the scrimmage opened up with a 60-yard run from Brian Robinson, and then Bryce Young took over and threw a big touchdown pass to Cameron Latou. Overall, really not surprised to hear the progress of Bryce Young. I think he's really starting to command this offense. Now, the other quarterbacks on this team, you got the second-team quarterback, Paul Tyson. Heard that he did a great job leading that second-team offense, and most importantly, during a critical 2-minute drill, he led the team down the field, which set up a field goal from Alabama kicker Will Riker, who, by the way, was 5 for 5 on the day. Of course, more nuggets back at BamaInsider.com. Heard some really positive things about Alabama's third-string quarterback, that is Jalen Milroe. Heard he had a couple long throws and also displayed his athleticism with a couple long runs. So good to see all these quarterbacks progressing, but I think going mostly towards the fact that Alabama's first-team quarterback, Bryce Young, really starting to find that rhythm and become that man that Alabama needs to take over the offense. A couple additional notes from Alabama's second scrimmage include Evan Neal, their offensive tackle. Looks like he suffered some sort of a small injury, so we'll keep you posted on that back at BamaInsider.com. So when you look at the offensive line, you don't have Emil Ekiyor, you don't have Evan Neal. So those are some major components. And Nick Saban even said that Javon Cohen, who's been repping with the first-team offense, that he went out with the injury. So hard to get a true look at that Alabama first-team offense with the first-team offensive line not particularly in there. So we'll see who's healthy going into A-Day, which is next Saturday. Want to also talk about the defense. Now, the Alabama defense way out in front of the Alabama offense. I know we've been talking about Bryce and all these guys doing such a great job, but the defense is going to be the staple for Alabama this year. And it all starts with the outside edge rushers. Hearing once again that William Anderson and Chris Allen pretty much unblockable. Whenever these guys want to get to the quarterback, they can. They got to Bryce Young a few times on the day. Really not surprised to hear this because these guys are some of the best pass rushers in the entire country. Also hearing that Christian Harris and Jalen Moody, the inside linebackers, really clean things up across the middle of the field, which is great to hear. On the outside, hear that Marcus Banks, who is currently repping with the second team, had 2 interceptions today. Good news to hear when you look at that Alabama secondary. But, of course, the first-team corners are Jalen Armour-Davis and Josh Jobe as of right now. So you can catch all these nuggets back at BamaInsider.com. But I wanted just to kind of package this a little bit to you to bring you some scoop from Alabama's second scrimmage. Before we get going, wanted to add a couple notes on the special teams. Now, when looking at the punter situation, Alabama returns Charlie Scott, who was pretty consistent punting the football. Even Nick Saban said that during his press conference. And Ty Perrine, he had some booming punts, shanked a couple, just not consistent right now. I think that if Ty Perrine is to get consistent, he can be one of a very prominent kicker. If he can put things together, I just think that the inconsistency is still going to put Charlie Scott as Alabama's punter as we move forward. Now, definitely hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe. We only got a couple more practices left, so only a couple more packages of these highlights coming through, and then we got A-Day. So we appreciate you more than you know, fam. Hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe. Coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Kyle Henderson of BamaInsider.com.
Drop, get off of that. Good. Stay on your step.
Downhill 8 track. That's it. Good. Top of the numbers. Let's go. Low hit control. Long on. Stop the eyes. Nice the angle. Stop the eyes. Boom. Good. Look at swat. Go. Come on, match the game and stop.
Work on deck. Don't cover the guy. All right. Somebody go. Get out. Work it.
Hook the swat. Go. Nice snap. Long ball high.